Hey there, my friends, my brothers and sisters. Um, I have been relatively absent from social media for a while. So I want to offer an apology, an explanation, a confession, and a prayer request. So I'm in Colorado now, and last time I was here for the 4th of July, I got very upsetting news as we were about to head home, and that was that my dear and precious friend John Sneed, who is a psychiatrist like me, had suffered a massive stroke. Um, Many of you know him. He has been the director of Tri County Services in Conroe area for many years, and he's a delightful believer in God, hugely generous and gracious and loquacious. And although God answered our prayers for his survival and the recovery of strength from his right side, which was initially paralyzed, my friend John has been left with huge deficits in the area of speech and language, and still has very rudimentary speech, and his receptive understanding of language is also affected. Um, I've been able to spend time with him most recently on Sunday, and although he's still a bright and beautiful soul, communication is severely hampered, and it has been a huge source of grief for me. I know many of you can relate to situations where it seems that what God allows in our lives seems so random or unfair, so inexplicable and and wrong from a human point of view. We're still praying for his recovery, and that's part of my prayer request is that you would remember my buddy John Sneed in your prayers, because I excuse me, sincerely hope that God will be gracious and continue to build his ability to communicate verbally. Um, Additionally, though, I just want to confess that I've been in something of a funk, partly related to that, related to my own difficulty getting back on a really good path since the interruption of COVID. I've been very dismayed at what's happening socially during COVID. My Facebook presence was pretty much shut down because I had spoken about the COVID virus, the vaccine, um, and evidently said some things that flagged Facebook or the government, and it was demoralizing. I found myself giving way to a certain amount of despair, and I've wondered how active we as believers should be in taking a stand socially and politically. I've wondered about how much we need to be speaking out, and I will continue to address that in my conversations with you. But today is really just for me to unburden my heart and again apologize for my absence. I have taken a bit of a break from social media, which I think has been good, but I'm still committed to making my voice heard and supporting those of you who love Jesus, who want his name to be spoken over the um, over the internet and in social media. I'm wearing a shirt from our church, Woodlands Church, that says "Be the Message," and I want to encourage you wherever you are today to be the message, to be a message of hope and light in a dark world. And even when things that are tragic happen to you or those you love, like my buddy John, to be a message of faith and hope in the midst of adversity and suffering. I deeply long for the day that Jesus will come and set all things right and answer all of our questions. But until then, know that I'm with you in this struggle to live authentically, to be present, to be purposeful, to live lives that honor God. And please pray for me that I will find once again the energy, the enthusiasm, the joy, and the peace to give my all to the purposes of God, to seek Him, His righteousness, and His kingdom first, trusting that